tonight. It's a crossover special featuring This Is Houston as one video arcade brings the best of the 90s into the new millennium. Plus, how much bigger is anime in Texas? Then, are we winning the battle against obesity?
It is very important to be aware of what is happening to your body and to your community.
Bring you the latest on all things entertainment. This is MyScene TV. Bringing you the latest on all things entertainment in Baton Rouge and beyond. I'm Javon Hamilton, and this is MyScene TV. Now, as you know by now, I've been coming to you from Houston, Texas, and if you follow me on social media, you'll know that I also host a show here. It's called This Is Houston, part of the Houston Live TV network, where I've gotten to explore some of the amazing food and art here in the Space City. But one particular story has people talking. Last month I sat down with Mr. Rusty Key, co-owner of The Game Preserve, which hosts hundreds of vintage arcade games and pinball machines. And you know, it gave a person my age the best memories of growing up in the 90s, tapping into that nostalgia for the good old days. Our good old days. So tonight, with part one of this nearly viral episode, and I promise you're gonna love it. I found our next guest while running errands a while back, a most unlikely sighting, a video arcade, a penny arcade as I used to say growing up. Instant memories of 8-bit music, flashing lights, long lines at the change machine, and you know, actually getting out the house. We thought they were all gone, but one arcade is changing the game in 2019. I'm Javon Hamilton, and this is The Game Preserve.
My name's Rusty Key, and I'm one of the co-owners of the Game Preserve LLC. We are an entrance fee-based family arcade. We have all the video games, pinball machines, and things that people remember from the 80s and 90s. A little over 6 years ago, I was just actually thinking about how my games had taken over the living room and the kitchen, and they were just everywhere. And I was playing storage to have them sit in storage until I wanted to pull them out every now and then. So the original intent was I put it out on a bulletin board message back in the day saying, hey, who else would be interested in going together with just not necessarily something like this, but a co-op. Myself and two other guys decided to join up and sign our name on the lease. Another gentleman joined us, and so there was 4 of us that created it, and we've been doing it ever since.
The Game Preserve has had several locations in the past, with this one being their largest. 6,500 square feet of the best games ever created, some dating as far back as 1960, with some more recent releases mixed in.
We're located in the Woodwinds Shopping Center here off Sawdust Drive, and it has just been great ever since.
All of the machines are true vintage classics, running on parts and software the same age as me. Keyword, vintage, including any replacement hardware.
If you're playing a Galaga machine, it is running the original Galaga board hardware from 1983, 84, whenever it made. The Pac-Man, the Centipede, all the games in here we do, they're all that way. The pinball machines mostly are the same way.
So the underlying meaning of the name, The Game Preserve, they're dedicated to keeping these classics alive and well, preserving them through in-house service.
We have a workshop in the back. I have 2 full-time technicians, and we spend on parts, we spend probably $1,000 a month just on parts, keeping these things running like they are.
Walking into the Game Preserve, I got all of the best flashbacks as a child growing up in the 90s. All of my favorite games that I thought I would never see again. And I'm not even a gamer. It begs you to wonder just how many they've managed to fit into this large space.
We have about 145 right now in this building, and they're running. We have 3 more warehouses, and between the 5 owners now, we have another gentleman that joined us. Between the 5 owners, we have over 600 games, and we have 3 warehouses.
My friend Batman would lose his marbles. That was only the 6th episode of our first season, and to date it's gotten nearly 3,000 views on Facebook, roughly 2,000 in the first 2 days. So that's huge for this rookie series, and I'm glad people enjoy it. Now, we will be back with the second half, but first we're going to spend some time in Dallas with a similar theme, anime, at the 2018 Anime Fest with Ty Larson.
Special thanks to The Exchange. Fill your capital city needs for vinyl records, CDs, DVDs, vintage video games, and more. And E. Eric Gerard Injury Lawyers. Take the pain out of your personal injury problems with the E-Guarantee.
eGuarantee.com. Get the E-Guarantee.
This is your girl, Deshay Laveau with MyScene TV. We cover your entertainment news here, there, and everywhere. But MyScene TV was born right here in Louisiana. So if you're looking for world-class fun with a little Southern charm, it's time to visit Louisiana.
Welcome back. Anime Fest is a yearly congregation of some of the biggest fans of the genre here in the Lone Star State and beyond, in addition to being a charity organization. And our Ty Larson met up with press manager Dom Hudson in downtown Dallas to learn more.
How y'all doing out there? This is Ty Larson with MyScene TV Dallas. Right now, I'm at this awesome event. It's the Anime Fest 2018. And right now, I'm with the man with the plan. Who, man?
My name is Dom Hudson, press manager of A-Fest.
That's what I'm talking about. This is the man I had who got us access and got us into this. So, just to get my people out there, right? So you talking about, that's my people out there in Dallas, my people out there in Baton Rouge.
Okay,
you got to give them an idea. Just so tell them generally, Anime Fest. What's Anime Fest about?
So it's like a place where you can come in if you like anime, comics, you know, anything kind of nerd related, but you also like pop culture things. So they got stuff like, you know, dances, competitions, all types of events. And then, you know, we also are a charity organization. So we got blood drive. Lots of the proceedings go to charities, so it's just a lot of fun events packed into one big old giant thing.
Oh man, yeah. Family, you missed it if you hadn't been here. I heard that, you know, they had bands and actual bands and stuff actually
bands
playing out here, right?
Bands, we got DJs, we got everything. We got everything out here.
Oh man, that's awesome. So how long is the fest running for?
So we run between Thursday, which is called day 0, and we run that around 6 p.m. and we run all the way up to Monday, which is day 4. That's the end of the convention. The hours of the whole convention from day 1, 2, and 3 are 24 hours. You know, just straight anything. You could be in a convention playing card games. You could be dancing, you know, an empty room. It doesn't matter. But when it comes to Monday, we kind of end off and we kind of cut it off around, I believe, around 6 p.m. That's where we start trying to pack things up.
So you be doing it all night long, like Lionel Richie, right?
Yes, all night. All night long.
I know what I'm talking about. You got to make that thing go all the way, all night long. How long has the convention been running?
Since 1992.
92. 3, 4, 5. That's
a lot of years.
Yeah, that's a lot of years.
Than me.
Damn, man.
Yes.
Wow, man, that's awesome. So if a person who's wanting to do anime and kind of a little interested in it, what would they expect to experience when they touch foot on Anime Fest?
So if you want to just experience it as an attendee, it's going to be overwhelming. There's just a lot to do. So you might want to, like, you know, get out some books, research, write some notes, you know, try to find the best ways to do things. If you're going to be a volunteer, it's going to be a lot of work. I'm telling you, a lot of work. I'm running on like a good 2 hours of sleep right now. So,
man, you need a Red Bull?
Yeah, about 2 of them. So,
I know they also have panels. Give us an idea of the guests that you have.
So we got lots of like VAs, English dub actors here. We got sometimes we got Japanese actors, producers, writers. Also every once in a while we might have someone who's an educator, so a professor from a university here, who might be doing a research paper over Japanese culture. So we have a whole hall dedicated to artists. It could be local talent, it could be talent from a couple states over. It doesn't matter.
That's awesome, man. That's awesome. All right, family, you have that information. Watch what they're doing and keep track of what's happening with the Anime Festival. All right? Much love. Talk to y'all later.
That was Dom Hudson with Anime Fest, and to learn more about this year's event, go to animefest.org. Next, we're going on a diet. Vicariously with Angela Francis as she interviews Gianluca Mech in the Italiano diet, coming up next after the jump.
Falcon here. Normally when you see me on the screen, I'm telling you about things that you can do and find in Southeast Asia. But at the moment, we're going to talk about shopping local and buying local, because we here at MyScene TV want to keep the integrity and the view and the look and the things that we love about Louisiana. And we cannot do that if you don't shop local. So please, go out, go to your neighborhood restaurant, neighborhood bar. Maybe you find a brand new friend, someone you never even knew existed in your own city. So please, from all of us here at MyScene TV, shop local and support your local businesses.
The South is ground zero for obesity here in America, and that's thanks in part to our culinary culture. So one nutritionist is taking his Italiano diet across the entire region to make a difference in that. And our Angela Francis spoke one-on-one with Gianluca Mech to learn more.
Obesity is not something you can face by yourself. You need always the help of somebody, of an expert.
Hey Baton Rouge, this is MyScene TV. We're here with nutritionalist Gianluca Mech. How are you doing today?
Very well. I'm very, very happy to be here in Louisiana, the first time for me, and it's very exciting here. I saw the carnival around, and so very, very nice.
He's touring the city, the 12 most obese cities in the United States, and he has the Italiano diet. Now where all are you going in the United States?
I already been in Little Rock, and now I'm here, and I want to see the other 8 cities most obese of the United States, because this is an epidemic. Obesity is an epidemic all over the world. Now it's a very, very big problem also in Italy. My father passed away because of obesity, so I realized that it was a problem. But I think we have to study here what the epidemic started. Why people did not realize, why a community did not realize that they were growing and growing and growing too much. Why? The reasons. I think it's very important to be aware of what is happening to your body and to your community to prevent it.
How does your program work?
Oh, we are Italians. We cannot renounce to our food: pizza, pasta, chocolate cookies, tiramisu, all the things we like. But we cannot eat anymore, also in Italy, like 50 years ago. We don't move like in the past. So we have to think how to produce this food, typical food, but with less calories, with less carbs. So we have pasta, pizza, whatever I said, but they are not done with regular carbs. They are done with fibers, but soluble fibers coming from beans and from tomatoes and herbs. So they don't supply you too much carbs. They are like 8%, 1%, depends by the product. It's like the pleasure without the sin. Since they are very, very low in carbs, you can use them into a ketogenic diet, into a Mediterranean diet, into the DASH diet, because they don't move too much the percentage of the nutrients in your diet, but they give you the pleasure of it. Because sometimes it's very hard to maintain a diet even if you have a strong willpower. But first of all, you have to go to the site, the website, gianlucamec.com. You have not to buy anything. But there is for free the help of a doctor. Of course, my doctors, they cannot do a prescription, but they can give you an idea of what you have to do, and they can be put in touch also with your doctor, your personal doctor, to study the best diet for you to do.
Well, thank you for sharing with us today.
Thank you to you.
Where are you going next?
Next, I'm flying to probably to Miami. We have to meet a very important person. Her name is Ivana Trump.
Oh, Ivana, I saw that. She's on your website, actually.
Yeah.
This website is great. You guys have to go to theitalianodiet.com. So tell people where we can find you.
The best way to do is Italiano Diet, like Mambo Italiano.com.
Thanks for joining us.
Thank you very much, and bye to Louisiana. Ciao, Louisiana.
Ciao.
It's a big honor for me to be here, first time.
We love you that you're here with us.
I'll be back.
Obesity and the mortality rates associated with it are some of the biggest issues of our time. So this is definitely something that you want to learn more about. That was Gianluca Mec with the Italiano Diet, and I encourage you to head over to italianodiet.com for more information. Next, we come back to Houston and back to the arcade that everybody's talking about. It's the Game Preserve. That's next, but in the meantime, I encourage you to follow us across our various social media sites. This is MyScene TV.
Special thanks to The Exchange. Fill your Capital City needs for vinyl records, CDs, DVDs, vintage video games, and more. And E. Eric Gayrard Injury Lawyers. Take the pain out of your personal injury problems with the E Guarantee.
eGuarantee.com. Get the E Guarantee.
This is your girl, Deshay Laveau with MyScene TV. We cover your entertainment news here, there, and everywhere. But MyScene TV was born right here in Louisiana. So if you're looking for world-class fun with a little southern charm, it's time to visit Louisiana.
This is a shrimp po' boy. It could just be a sandwich, but today, you're in Louisiana. Today, you got up with the sun to enjoy the best bass fishing on earth. Today, you walked historic halls where ghosts might pay a visit, but spirits are always present. Today, you wandered into a hole-in-the-wall cafe and fed your soul with a frosty local brew and this shrimp po' boy. Anywhere else, it's just a sandwich. But today, you're in Louisiana.
Welcome back. Now, you may be wondering exactly how you get into the Game Preserve. How do you play? Can you, I don't know, host a party, play all day? Is it even that popular with anyone below the age of 25? Well, here's part 2 of that story. Games are swapped in and out on occasion, depending on demand, maintenance, and the like. But even more of these classics will soon have a new home.
We're going to be opening a second location down in the NASA Clear Lake area. We're going to take a large chunk of games out of here, bring them down south, and then replenish the games here with newer games, and then bring them in here so that people, and we will constantly change them out.
The Game Preserve is always looking for more games to add to the collection, both working and non-working. And with such a sprawling stash, it's no surprise that some have historical significance.
Quaker Oats promoted their cereal by giving away a video game on their cereal box. Well, a family here in Houston won that game. They had it in their family for years. They called us about 2 years ago and said, hey, we can't think of a better place for it to be that people would actually see it, play it, and enjoy it than your place up there. So they actually made a very reasonable offer for us. We picked it up, we got it running, and it's sitting there in the back.
Their business model is like that of a gym, offering day passes as well as their wildly popular monthly memberships. They also have a dining area where you can bring your own food and drinks. The Game Preserve is an interesting experience for younger guests, typically glued to their phones because classic arcade games actually move. Not only that, but they require skill, coordination, imagination.
They see some of these games on their phones and things and they play, or they'll try to play the pinball machine on their phone or on their console games, and then they come in here and they're playing a real one. And the ball bounces up, hits the glass, they jump, and then it kind of sinks in that this is reality. This is real gravity, real physics making a difference on how the game plays.
There's nothing like old school platform games. I've never been interested in games where the characters physically look like me.
Especially if you've got it on a big screen, a 50-inch screen, and it's got high-res graphics, and the screen, it swivels so much. I actually get motion sick, so I have trouble with some of those. But the biggest problem I have with them is the buttons. There's just too many buttons. Yeah. You got to look. This one moves that way. This one looks. This one shoots. This one. Yeah, I'm done. Give me 3 buttons and a joystick, and I'm happy.
I mean, the younger generation can mistake fewer buttons for a simpler game, right? I love Pac-Man. Ouch! Oh, come on. Other way. Still got it. The Game Preserve has a party room for events, and they even offer group rates for 10 people or more, as well as family packages, as family is a driving force for this business.
That's our target. That's who we want to serve. And if you want the most up-to-date information, you should go out and look us up on Facebook, and you can find us at the Game Preserve on Facebook. We also have a website called GamePreserveHouston.com, so we're pretty easy to find. I'm Rusty Key. This is the Game Preserve, and this is Houston.
The Game Preserve is lightning in a bottle. It's a complete restoration of everything that made the 80s and 90s great, including the music. And I filmed that on a Tuesday, arriving at about 1 o'clock. But by 5, the whole place was packed. And this was like a worker night or a school night. So I can only imagine what it's like during the summer. So I encourage you to follow them on Facebook at The Game Preserve to see what's going on. And I implore you to visit them if you're ever in the North Houston area. But until then, it's time to grab your phones, grab your MacBooks, grab your TVs, because it is social media time. That's right, you can check us out at MySceneTV.com, a social media hub and live stream on Facebook. Pictures in and around the Baton Rouge area on Instagram, full episodes and these segments on YouTube. And we also have a Twitter and a MySpace floating around somewhere. And programming reminder, we come on WBXH Channel 16 now at 5 p.m. That's Cox and Etel Channel 16. Channel 39 on Dish Network, Uverse and Antenna, and for the sake of repetition, we are not available on DirecTV. Until next time, when we bring more of the latest food, music, and fun from all around the world. I'm Javon Hamilton, and this is MyScene TV.
Girls, it's hallelujah, woo! Girls, it's hallelujah, woo! Girls, it's hallelujah, woo! Sometime I'm gonna give it to you. Sometime I'm gonna give it to you. Sometime I'm gonna give it to you. Saturday night, the weekend is back. Don't believe it, just watch. Wow! Don't believe it, just watch. 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 Pow! Now I know y'all in the rain and you're dancing really good, but I'm gonna need your help to sing this next part. So say it with me now. You know how this goes. It goes so.